Hey everyone, I'm Vanessa Vaughan. Welcome to the Sports Wrap. Head coach Anthony Evans' team is still perfect in the MEAC play, but it wasn't picture perfect, and it certainly wasn't Norfolk State's best game of the season. Regardless, the Spartans now have 13 wins in a row. I'd say Lady Luck has been on their side this season. 14 wins and no losses puts the Spartans in a pretty comfy spot. Although the Spartans struggled in the second half against Bethune-Cookman yesterday, they are a championship team. And even if they're not at their best, championship teams always find a way to take the win. Norfolk State did just that Saturday night at Joe Eccles Hall. Still tied at 59, Malcolm Hawkins shot off the mark, but it's Jamel Fuentes with a stick back, and that's the game winner. Norfolk State rallied to beat Bethune-Cookman by 1 point. Fuentes said this win certainly wasn't something to be proud of, but they've still won 13 straight.
It's definitely an ugly win, and we definitely need to get back to practice and work hard, get back to the stuff that got us on a streak in the first place, because that was a very ugly win. And in the MEAC tournament, I don't see us getting by with that effort.
It was sloppy. First half, it was up and down, a lot of fouls called, and then the second half, it just wasn't a great flow for us. We didn't get into our offensive rhythm, so it was an ugly game.
Before the game, Pendarvis Williams was recognized for being the newest member of the Spartans' 1,000-point club. Team high 14 points for Penny Williams. Williams says they could have played a whole lot better.
Definitely. We played very sloppy, very ugly. We were getting too many turnovers, weren't executing how we like to, weren't getting stops. That's what got us to leave. We weren't getting stops and weren't getting rebounds like we were supposed to. Work hard so we can try to get better every day and get ready for FAMU for Monday.
Norfolk State plays Florida A&M tomorrow night at home. The Spartans are undefeated on their home court this season. The second round of the men's NCAA Division III basketball tournament next weekend will feature 2 Hampton Roads teams. Christopher Newport takes on the crosstown rival Virginia Wesleyan. Fans should expect a packed house at the Batten Center for this matchup. You can bet the Batten Center will be even louder than it was last weekend for the opening round of the NCAA tournament. Wesleyan always brings in a great crowd for their NCAA tournament game. All but 5 players of the Marlins roster are from Hampton Roads High School. The Marlins' last loss at home came in late January to Randolph-Macon, but the seniors on this year's team say it's all about the finish.
It's been a crazy ride this year. We had a lot of ups and downs with all the winning streaks and losing streaks as well. So it's the first time we had a losing streak, but I think it actually helped us stay humble. So it's been a ride, but I appreciate everything that we've been through this year.
At this time of the year, it's just about your team. You got to execute, do all the little things. It's really not about the other team. It's about who executes better, who has better possessions.
Tickets for next weekend's game will go on sale later this week. CNU's athletic program lost their longtime basketball coach, C.J. Woolham, a little over a month ago. He passed away after losing his life to brain cancer. Their home court named after Woolham is inspiration to the players to give their best every game, especially at home. Coach John Kokorian's team only had 2 losses this year at home, and they certainly weren't about to lose in the first round of the NCAA tournament at the Freeman Center. CNU players wearing a black patch honoring Woolham. Christopher Newport beat Rutgers Newark yesterday 84-72. Wesleyan handed the captains one of their 2 home losses last month. Might be time for a little payback when the CNU travels to the Batten Center next Saturday night. Next weekend, it'll be Hampton Roads Division III Battle of the Bay between Wesleyan and CNU. And a big congrats to the CNU women's basketball team. They moved to 28-2 this season and advanced to the Sweet 16 in the women's basketball tournament. In Greencastle, Indiana, they will play Montclair State next weekend. Montclair State is undefeated this season. In Richmond yesterday, Butler and VCU featuring 2 of the best young coaches in Division I men's basketball. What a game it was as these coaches went head-to-head. A rematch of that Final Four in Houston just 2 years ago. And although Shaka Smart said his team is very different from the one that lost to Brad Stevens' Butler team, Troy Daniels scored 14 of his 20 points in the first half. The Rams put on the pressure, forcing 14 turnovers in the first half. VCU handed Butler their worst loss under Stevens. The final score 84-52. Head coach Shaka Smart said his seniors played great in the win, including Portsmouth native Darius Theus.
And he pulled his teammates aside, got them where they needed to be, and he also did a nice job on defense. So Troy was big. Our other senior guard, Darius Theus, had a huge day from the standpoint of defending their guards, getting guys shots, and that's what a point guard needs to do.
VCU sits at second in the Atlantic 10, while Butler is in 4th. That's a Sports Wrap. I'm Vanessa Vaughan. Thanks for tuning in and have a good night.